Which zodiac signs are the strongest? Why do some break from difficulties, while others rise from any abyss stronger than they were before the fall? What gives some people impenetrable fortitude, an inner core and an unbroken spirit? The answer lies in their zodiac sign. Yes, it is the birth sign that can say a lot about how resilient, strong-willed, and energetically powerful a person is. Today I will reveal the truth to you. Which zodiac signs have the most real strength, not only physical, but also spiritual, mental, energetic? These people do not just survive. They lead, pull others out of the darkness, and never give up. They have their own nature, their own codes, their own mission. Their strength is not an accident, but a purpose. If you want to understand what type of strength you belong to, and whether your sign is on this list of unyielding ones, watch to the end. Subscribe to the channel if you feel that knowledge is your strength. Here we are not talking about superficial horoscopes, but about the sacred truth of the signs, which only the initiated know. Write in the comments which of the strong people you immediately recognize from the description. And don't forget to check if you are among the chosen ones. The first sign of Pisces. Pisces' resilience is not about physical strength or aggression. It is about the ability to stand firm where others break from doubt, fear, and loss. Representatives of this sign do not seek external dominance. They act differently, through internal endurance, through quiet, invisible resilience. They may seem soft, vulnerable, even hurt, but it is these qualities that make them unshakable. They do not panic when plans collapse. They do not run away when the situation becomes unmanageable. They stay, look into the very essence of chaos, and move on. Their strength is based on depth. Pisces are not afraid to feel. They pass pain, heaviness, injustice through themselves, but do not allow this to destroy their essence. They know how to remain themselves even when the whole world demands that they change. Their resilience is in silent resistance to other people's demands. They do not go against, they simply do not agree. This is a strength that does not require shouting. This is a calm, inhuman ability to be yourself, even when all circumstances call to become someone else. When hard times come, it is Pisces who do not lose control. They can cry, they can suffer, but they do not retreat. Their steps are invisible, decisions are made in silence, their movements are precise. They do not need the support of the crowd. They know everything is already inside. They have long learned to rely on themselves, because more than once they were alone in the most difficult moments. This did not make them cynical. On the contrary, they became even softer, but also 1,000 times stronger. The strength of Pisces is in adaptation without losing the essence. They know how to change without destroying their core. They can start from scratch without losing their dignity. They adapt not because they are weak, but because they see deeper. Their flexibility is a conscious strategy for survival, development, growth. They do not break down walls. They go around them, paving new paths. And this is where their hidden power comes in. They always find the way, even when no one knows where to go. Pisces have something that destroys any pressure. This is intuitive calm. They know that everything will pass. They do not believe, they know. This knowledge gives them an undeniable advantage in the most unstable situations. They do not waste energy on fighting where they need to wait, and they do not wait until it is time to act. Their point of stability is deep inside. Neither fear, nor criticism, nor loneliness can shake it. They do not use force to press. They use it not to give in, not to become cruel, not to take revenge, even if there is a reason. Not to devalue, even when they are devalued. This is a rare, almost impossible art of inner silence, which is stronger than any storm. They know how to forgive, and this requires incredible courage. They know how to love again, even after betrayal. They continue to believe, even in disappointment. This is what makes them the strongest of all those who talk about resilience. Pisces don't talk about their battles. They just survive them. And not just survive. They come back from each defeat with the same light in their eyes, with the same trust in life. They don't seek revenge. They seek meaning. Their strength is not in armor, but in openness. Not in defense, but in the ability to return to life again and again. And this is why they always come out victorious, even if no one notices. The second sign is Taurus. The strength of Taurus is immediately visible. He does not shout about it, but it is felt in every step, in every look, in every decision. This is the type of stability that does not yield to any external influence. It is difficult to move him, impossible to break, and almost impossible to convince. He does not argue. He just stands his ground, and this is his inflexibility. If Taurus has decided that it will be so, only real facts can change it, and not emotions or pressure. He has fundamental internal stability. In any situation, he remains true to himself. Neither crisis, nor fear, nor losses will force him to renounce his principles. Taurus does not rush about and does not look for easy ways. His strength is that he can do his job for a long time, stably and with full dedication. He does not get tired of routine, does not look for reasons to quit what he started. He works for the result, and the result always comes. Maybe not immediately, but powerfully and forever. Taurus knows how to endure pain and not talk about it. He can suffer in silence, without showing his weakness to anyone. This is not because he wants to seem strong, he simply does not consider it necessary to share what can be experienced inside. His strength is in deep autonomy. He does not depend on other people's opinions, on support, on the external background. He lives on an internal resource, and this resource seems inexhaustible. This sign is the embodiment of loyalty. He does not betray, neither people nor himself. He can make mistakes, he can be stubborn, but if he decided that he is with you until the end, he will not back down. His strength is in constancy, in stability, in reliability. This is a person you can rely on, who will not let you down, who will not leave in a moment of crisis. And at the same time, he can stand up for himself, calmly but firmly, without hysterics, without scandals. He will simply set boundaries, and no one will dare to violate them. The strength of Taurus is in his ability to wait. He is not in a hurry. He knows that everything comes to those who know how to wait and do not leave the race. Taurus is not a short-distance runner. He is a marathon runner. He can survive a crisis, a fall, betrayal, but he will always rise, slowly but thoroughly, and he will return even stronger. Taurus is not a loud hero. He is a solid wall on which everything rests. His strength is not in aggression, not in impulsiveness, but in a calm, stable, unbreakable nature. He never plays at strength. He simply is it. The third sign is Virgo. Virgo's persistence is not striking, but it is precisely this that makes this sign one of the strongest in the zodiac circle. There is no chaos in her actions. She never relies on chance and does not make plans blindly. Her strength lies in the ability to bring any task to an end without losing control over the details. Unlike those who burn out at the start, Virgo moves forward slowly and accurately, building her strategy step by step. Even under pressure from circumstances, she does not lose her composure, but on the contrary, becomes even more collected. Emotions do not control her decisions. She knows how to separate feelings from logic, and this makes her invulnerable where others give up. In stressful situations, Virgo does not panic. She begins to analyze, quickly finds a way out, even if everything is collapsing around her. She does not seek help. She becomes help for others. People are drawn to her because they feel an anchor in her, inner stability. the ability to maintain balance when everything is shaking. This is not an innate quality, but one that has been developed over the years. Virgo's strength is not in rudeness or demonstrative steadfastness, but in precision, consistency, and the ability to think contrary to emotions. This sign knows how to be patient. It can wait for months and even years for the right moment without losing interest, without giving up. Virgo does not need recognition. She is not interested in superficial praise. She does what is necessary and not what is fashionable. Her strength is in the ability not to depend on other people's opinions. She can be alone. She can be silent. She can withdraw into herself. And in this silence, her inner core only grows stronger. Where others need approval, Virgo moves forward on her own. She does not conflict for the sake of conflict, but she can stand up for herself harshly if necessary. Her words are precise and hurt more than any scream. She will not be the first to raise her voice, but she will be the last to give up. Even in an argument, she remains rational, does not lose control, does not go to extremes. This is her indestructible nature, absolute focus on the essence. Virgo's strength is also manifested in her ability to care. This is not sentimentality, but an instinctive ability to create order and security. She does not abandon, does not betray, does not manipulate. Her loyalty is a conscious choice, and this is another facet of her strength. She can pull a person out of a deep hole without expecting anything in return, simply because she knows this is right. Not everyone is capable of this. Virgo does not depend on circumstances. She knows how to build her own system in any conditions. Where there is chaos and panic, she creates order. Where others complain, she looks for a solution. Where the weak break, she bends, but does not crack. This is what makes her truly strong. Invisible at first glance, but absolutely impenetrable deep down. Virgo's strength is not in demonstration, but in silent, clear, verified movement forward, no matter what. The fourth sign is Scorpio. Scorpio's strength is not external, it is internal, concentrated, controlled. This sign does not need approval and does not require support. He is able to survive deep crises while remaining cool and collected. His will is iron, even in situations where others break. Scorpio does not seek pity. He is not interested in superficial comfort. He is focused on the essence. And when a task arises, he goes to the goal directly, without fear, doubt, and deviations. His strength is manifested in complete concentration. He knows how to turn off emotions when necessary. Scorpio has no hesitation. He either acts or refuses to act, but in both cases, his decision is final. No other sign is able to mobilize the resources of the body and psyche so deeply at the right moment. In stressful situations, he gathers himself like a spring. He does not get lost, does not panic, does not seek help. His strength is in the ability to keep everything under control, even in the most destructive conditions. Scorpio has a unique psychological fortitude. He experiences pain without showing it. He knows how to be with those who suffer without being infected by their weakness. He knows how to remain rational when everything around him is collapsing. His strength is in his ability not to betray himself. He will not give up his principles, will not compromise if he feels that his boundaries have been violated. And this is what makes him a dangerous opponent and a powerful ally. If someone violated his trust, Scorpio does not throw tantrums. He simply crosses them out. His strength is in his ability to close doors once and for all, without regrets. He does not need drama. He has enough of an internal sense of finality. He does not return to where he was betrayed, and this makes him emotionally unshakable. Where others hesitate, he has already made a decision and moves on. Scorpio is capable of not just surviving, he is capable of being reborn. He is not afraid to start from scratch. He can destroy everything he had if he feels it is time. His strength is in the ability to let go of the past and build anew. He does not hold on to illusions. He feels when the cycle is complete, and this is his absolute superiority. He is not afraid of death as a process, because he knows how to be reborn. Scorpio does not require recognition. He acts in the shadows, but his decisions determine the course of events. He is able to influence without showing himself. His energy is directed, focused, deep. He does not scatter. And even in ordinary life, he gives the impression of a person who is impossible to bend. He is not afraid of losses. He is not held back by circumstances. He knows how to endure, wait, freeze, and then sharply strike at the right point, precisely, without a miss. The fifth sign is Capricorn. The strength of Capricorn is in discipline, calculation, and impeccable self-control. This is the sign that does not rely on luck, does not expect approval, and does not count on support. He knows that everything he achieves will be the result of a systematic, well-thought-out strategy. His inner strength is not connected with temperament. It is built on a deep understanding of reality. Capricorn has no illusions, and this is his invincibility. He can withstand pressure that destroys others. He is not afraid of loneliness, because he knows how to be self-sufficient. He does not lose focus, even in chaos. His strength is in his ability to keep going when everyone else gives up. He does not give up what he has started. He does not panic. He simply does what he has planned. His stability is not by nature, but by inner discipline. Every step of Capricorn is well thought out. Every choice is justified. And this is what makes him indestructible. Capricorn can endure longer than anyone else. He can go towards his goal for years without showing fatigue, without complaining or being distracted. He does not live in the moment. He thinks for decades. He is able to refuse pleasures if they interfere with achievement. He is not susceptible to manipulation. He does not waste energy on empty things. His strength is in strategic thinking. He sees the weaknesses of the system and exploits them. He understands the rules of the game and wins not because he is louder, but because he is more accurate. His emotional stability is another side of strength. He does not let his feelings control him. He knows how to distance himself when necessary. He does not show weakness, even if a storm rages inside. And this ability to save face is not a mask. It is armor forged by experience. Capricorn does not allow pain to break him. He processes it into fuel. His weaknesses are tools that he turns into strength. He knows how to lead without demanding. His authority is built on facts, results, actions. He does not demand recognition because he knows his own worth. His strength is not in charisma, but in the ability to keep his word, be responsible for actions, be stable when others crumble. His presence commands respect, not because he is loud, but because he is reliable. If Capricorn has chosen a goal, he will reach it. Maybe not quickly, but accurately. Maybe without extra glitter, but with a guaranteed result. He builds a foundation. His strength is not in destruction, but in creation. He knows how to build something so strong that it can withstand any external blows. This is why Capricorn is considered one of the strongest signs, not because of luck or emotions, but because of an inner core that cannot be broken.